Hi everyone, so I'm going to do a little design this morning. I saw this polish and it was calling my name, so it's the Aqua Marina by Magpie Beauty, and I had some like little glitters that I fancied using. I don't really have a mermaid stamping plate, so I got this. I think this is a MoU one, and it's got this really nice like little scale design on it, so I was going to do that on one and then maybe a glitter on the other and have a plain nail. So yeah, I just thought I'd film it and see where we go with it. It's more like a watch me play. So I've prepped the nail tips, I've just buffed them and wiped them off, and now I'm just going to go in with my colour. I've still not got used to working with Magpie gels yet, because they're a 100% true gel. I tried floating them and I don't know, I didn't really see the benefit of that over doing thinner layers. So I'm just going to do thin for the win, because it always seems to work with every other brand I've worked with. So I think that's probably my best option. I think for the glitter nail I'm going to get another polish off the rack when I've done this, and because I think it will go a bit nicer. Looking forward to starting back to work tomorrow, or starting at work tomorrow, seeing as it's my first day as a self-employed nail technician. That's not it. Oh. So I'm using Mother of Pearl from Magpie Beauty on this nail tip. Oh. Such a lovely colour. You can see like the iridescence in it. It's so pretty. I think I'm going to have this on my wedding day with some gems. So right, here we go. Layer one. Just going to pop them in the lamp to cure for 60 seconds. I like to do a full cure, because if I'm building up layers, I don't want them to be not cured, so it's just wasting extra time, isn't it? So yeah, I found that these cure really well, and I've got the Sun UV 120 watt nail lamp. I'm going to get the Magpie Beauty lamp when I buy the full collection. I might get two, because I'll have one either side. I've heard really good things, and they're wireless, so it means less cables trailing down my desk. So I'm going to do that. I'm just deciding whether I want to switch from Neo Nails acrylic to Magpie. Can't decide, so I might just buy it and see if I like it, because they've got a low odour monomer, which is exciting. But then it means practicing with a new acrylic, because Neo Nails acrylic's amazing and I absolutely love it. So I don't know whether it's one of them. Do I change it and go full brand in everything Magpie, or do I still stick with the things that I like? So we shall see. Right, so just do another coat of Mother of Pearl. I think this would be really nice over like a nude polish, maybe like Forget Me or Not, or I don't know. Ooh. What that is. Yeah, over like a nudie polish would be quite nice. So pigmented. I mean, that's one coat. That's crazy. The Urban Graffiti polishes are as pigmented as this. I do like them as well, but I after trying Magpie, I was quite impressed. So they're a lot thicker than the Urban Graffiti ones. So that's why. And there's just as much colour selection choice. Again, I didn't really want to stick with one brand, but we'll see. So much fluff in this salon, I don't know what's going on. Since I've had them air purifiers on, I think they just suck all the fluff about, and I don't know. What's everybody doing for ventilation when they go back to work? So I did some research, just pop that back in the lamp for 60 seconds. I did some research about the air ventilation and having one of those plastic screens, and how they perhaps wouldn't be enough to stop airborne vapour droplets of COVID or any disease or virus. And I decided against it because I'd got one on order, but they were back ordered, so I just cancelled it. And decided on, I've got a visor, and I've got visors with separate screens that I can cleanse between clients. Sorry, the cat's being mardy. What's the matter, honey? He's come in for his dinner. Your dinner's on the side. Sorry, get sidetracked so easily. Yeah, so I did a bit of research on these screens, and because viruses don't fly, they hitch a ride on the dust, and those screens actually attract dust, which I'm assuming visors are going to be the same, but because I'm cleansing between each client and obviously I've got a mask on, then that stops that. But I've also got obviously got a dust extractor in my desk, and I've got two of the Pro Breeze air purifiers, the 4-in-1 air purifiers. They do like 43 cubic meters an hour, so I've got two, and well, I've probably got about 10 cubic meters of a salon, so I think that will be enough. Because the research I did, and this doctor, I can't remember his name, it's on my beauty page, on Rebecca-Emilie Beauty Facebook page. I shared the I think it was out of Scratch magazine, the article where it said about zones, and so this would be zone 1 where you're breathing and where you're working. So I've got a dust extractor to collect the large particles, and I've got a desktop Pro Breeze, which is the 3-in-1, which I will plug in for when we go back, and that will suck any of the micro particles and micro dusts, because they're HEPA, so they yeah, they're supposed to suck everything up. I don't really have room for one of the really big dust extractors, and they're so noisy, and I've got a problem with noise. I can't work where there's lots of noise, because I've got a hearing issue with it, so I can't have one of those buzzing away, whereas these are really quiet and they're just more like a little fan sound, which is fine. I've had them on in the bedroom to test them to see if they work. So yeah, when I've got them all set up, then I'll put a video on of how I've got it set up. But so I've just coated that with Don't Be Tacky, and I'm just curing that for 60 seconds. Pop my lids back on because I'm one for having accidents. So I've got this Born Pretty, this is a bit like Mother of Pearl, it's just not got the pink tones to it, stamping polish that I was going to use for the scales. And I also have, where have I just put it? I don't know. I've got some foil, which I've literally just had. My folder is there. Yeah, so I've got some this iridescent foil as well, which I think will look nice on maybe the glitter nail or I don't know, fancy layering it. So just going to have a play and see. So let's get the green tip. I can't work on the block. Here's my plate. I'm just going to get a wipe and some acetone. I've got pumps behind me. Just wipe over my design so I know that it's clean. Right, get some polish. Find my scraper. I'm literally like the messiest worker ever. I've got my Moira stamp. I really like that. I like that this Born Pretty one. That's well loved. Because I haven't been able to get the Diamond Duo one from Dixie Plates. It was out of stock every time. It's in stock now, so I need to order one. But the Moira one is amazing. It's really spongy. But I've split this Born Pretty one because I pressed too hard on my own nail when I did that. So yeah, so I'm going to use my Moira one. And yeah, they're really great. Moira's really local to me. So it's literally like 10 minutes down the road, the shop. So that's fab for getting the polishes, because their Moira foil stamping polish is amazing. So I need to go and have a trip and see them and get some more polishes and another couple of backup stampers. But let's have a look. Let's see how this goes. So I'm just painting it on. When I do one of these full coverage ones, I like to paint it all over the stamp in plate so that it's now the design's going that way, so scraping it that way I think might be the best option. And I'm just pressing it down and rolling it off. Yeah, so it's picked it up really nicely and it's not got any extras. So we're going to start, I'm going to start at the bottom like that. There we go. Yeah, it's picked it up really nice. It's almost like a bit silvery. So thanks to Isabel May Nails, I used to really struggle with cleaning my stamping heads, and I used to use sellotape and it was a right mess and a faff. And then she said about a lint roller from IKEA, and yeah, I took up the advice and it's been life-changing. So thanks, Izzy. Let's do another layer then, paint it down. So yeah, when you're doing stamping, I found that you need to look which way the grain goes in the stamp when you're doing these like whole designs, because then you don't have the problem with it not picking up properly. It picks up clean like really every time. Right, so now I'm going to layer this over. I don't know if you can see. Just a little bit so that we get the right coverage like that. There we go. So that's done there. Now we've got some little gaps down here, and I hate having gaps, so I'm just gonna put them like that. Just use these little bits and that covers it. So like that. There we go. Ooh. There we go, might do. Right. So I think that looks really cool, and I like the fact that it's quite dark there. I think what I'm going to do now is pick up clean my stamping plate off, and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to try and do it again over the stamp, but with the Moira stamping polish, and I'm going to use the iridescent foil and just see what's what, see if it works. I have these crazy ideas, might ruin the whole thing, but we can just take it off, so it's not a problem. Here's a bit of nail varnish remover, scraper. Just clean my stamp off. There we go. And press it down, roll it back. Oh, that didn't pick up very well. I think I left it too long in the stamp. Go. Try again. wasn't ready, you see, wasn't prepared, didn't clean my stamper off first. I really like the smell of that. I don't know if it's because it's got solvent in it or something, but yeah, quite like the smell of it. I don't know why that's not picking up very well. It usually picks up perfectly. Perhaps I'm not doing it right. Usually it's a user error. And let's do a bit thicker and just see if we don't scrape it too much and then pick it up like that and roll it down. There we go. It was a user error. Right, so we want to try, I'm going to try and match them up as best I can. There we go. Just like that. And I've got the foil. Ooh, yeah, that looks nice. Yeah, so you can see it has picked it up because there's a, like, I don't know if you can see that. There's like a section it is just very, you can just see it. So I shall go in with a little micro swab in a second and clean up in between the scales. But yeah, I love that. So let's just wipe the plate again. Put some more. Scrape down. Pick up. There we go. And we're going to go like... Bit of a shaky hand this morning, I don't know why. There we go, that's fine. And then just let it dry a sec. Press that on. Sorry, I'm not doing it in shot. Excuse my manky cuticles. I've got to redo my nails, I need to infill them. I was testing out these are the Magpie full-on, I think called full-on tips. Yeah, and you just put them on with some acrylic, and yeah, they're really good actually. They've lasted, this is what, a good week, I think. So yeah, and they've grown down, my nails grow down ridiculously, so oh yeah, I love that, I love it, I love how it's picked up. I'm just going to get a little micro swab off my lash cart, and because I didn't put any in my nail cart for some reason. They're the micro swabs I'm talking about. I use them for lash removal and prep, but they're also great for doing this. Just put a little bit of acetone or nail varnish remover on, and you can just get rid of the bits that you don't particularly like because they're so tiny. Sorry, I'm not doing it in the shot. I'm not used to doing this, so. Made a bit of a mess of it there. But that's okay. Because it's just practice, it's having fun, so. Now then, I fix this actually, because I just swab that patch off that I don't like, just there. You can see, just swabbing it off because I don't particularly like it. I'm just swabbing it off, and I'm just going to re-stamp that bit. That's the beauty of stamping. Go look. So I've cleaned that off. Let's see if we can re-stamp. Just clean the plate up a little bit. So I need to do my layer of Born Pretty first. I need to clean my stamping head. Scrape that down. Roll it down. There we go. Now then, just line it up with. Hold on, we need to take some of this off. Right, so we need to take the corner off there, the corners off there like that. Right, so we've got about the right size. There we go. There we go. I know we've got a bit of a line down it, but I think that was kind of cool. So yeah. Going to do my, I think it's because that's lighter and then everything else is darker. Wrong one. Clean my stamper off, clean the plate off again. And move it that way. Do my Moira polish. Take my scraper, scrape down. On, roll off, perfect. Now I just need to take some of this off again. Right, so we've got a triangle. Oh. Right, let's have a look then. Yeah, I've turned it the other way around. I'm faffing around, so I don't know if this is going to work. Just stabilising my hand because it's shaking. There we go, that doesn't look too bad. It looks better than it did. Let's just get some iridescent foil. There we go, that's quite cool. Now I'm just going to coat that with Don't Be Tacky. I've learned now by my mistakes, so I don't think I would have used the Born Pretty polish if I was going to do it again. Although it does give it a nice dimension, I don't know if I would use it again. And that iridescent foil is nice, but it isn't really enough. So I'm going to just get a brush and try and pick up some of these little iridescent flakes and sequins. Ooh. I don't want loads, so it's just a little bit of glitter. It also it covers up the error areas. Right, am I doing it in the shop? Yeah. I don't really want any of the massive ones. I just want some of the little hexagons. Tapping them into that Don't Be Tacky wet top coat that I've done. Oh, there's a big one there, but that looks alright actually. Like fish scales are generally quite shiny, aren't they? So I suppose it does look alright. Right, clean my brush off. So I think that's that one kind of done. I'm happy with it anyway. It's kind of cool. So I'm just going to put that back on the thingy. Right, so this is going to be my glitter now. I'm just going to move this stamping stuff out of the way. I'll clean it off in a minute because I don't know if I'm going to use it again. Right, so this is my glitter nail. I want to use both of these. I'm not really sure about this one. It's blue, but it's not. I wanted the iridescence. I quite like that. And then this is on the mother of pearl background. So I'm just going to use some. So I'm going to use some. I can find it. I think it's in my drawer. Yeah. So this is the Edge nail glue, foil glue and glitter glue. I really like it. I think it's really good because you can you can paint with it as well, so it's kind of cool. To be fair, I've not really tried any other glitter glues. I want to get the Magpie one and see if that's any good. Right, so get my little brush. Let's have a look for a fan brush. I think that might be better. So fan brush, I'm just going to pick up some of these iridescent flakes. And I don't mind if I get the big ones in this one. I just want them quite sporadic. I don't want them loads of them. So then we're just going to pick up some of these little blue hexagons because they're cute. Just over the blue pot so that you don't get the blue glitter in the white glitter, like I did. I'll scoop it out in a minute. I like that this is a finer glitter and it sort of fills in the gaps. There we go, and just press the glitter in so that it stays. I think that looks really pretty. And it looked really nice next to that like the iridescent nail. So that's cool. Then I was going to keep this one plain, but I think I might do a glitter fade up this tip. So I just use that and then use the blue. Just dip in the iridescent as well. You get a different effect on the different coloured backgrounds, so that's kind of cool. Right, there we go. Oh, pick that one up, I didn't mean to. It's easier to lay full glitter down in gel, but let's have a look. So I'm not going to use my Don't Be Tacky because I've only got one bottle of it at the moment, and I don't want to get glitter in it. So I'm just using the GDI one that I've got that I use for glitters and foils and stuff, because then it doesn't, I'm not really bothered that it's got bits in it. If it does, I do wipe the brush off before I redip it, so. And I'll just put a Don't Be Tacky on the top of it after. Right, so I've put this on now, and I don't, while it's nice, I think it needs a bit, something more, so I'm going to scoop some of these bits up that I'm just going to come down the nail and concentrate it all in the bottom. There you go. Right, so I think that looks quite cool. It's quite textured. But I'm just going to flash cure that one so I can put some Don't Be Tacky on it. Yeah, so it wasn't really a fade, more of a just floating some Don't Be Tacky on it a little bit so that it's more encapsulated, because it was kind of a textured glittery nail, that one. So same with this glitter nail now. Just gonna float some. Oh, I'm not doing it on sharp again. Just gonna float some Don't Be Tacky because glue's dried now, so I shouldn't have. I picked up one on the brush, but I'll wipe it off before I get it in. Yes, there's a bit of glitter there, so if we just wipe it off, look. I don't know if you can see it. Gets it out of the actual brush, so you get it in the pot. The glitter pieces do float to the bottom. That's not good when you've yeah, I need to buy some spare brushes. I'm just going to cure them for 60 seconds and see where we're at. Try and tidy up some of this mess. It's just a bit of fun having a play on a Sunday morning. Let's clean that brush. So I'm just using some gel residue wipe off solution. Well, it's the Magpie Prep and Clean, that one. So good, and got all the glitter out of it. Mind you, I only use this one for glitter anyway. So but there we go. I can clean. Put that back in, and then this one just needs some glitter wiping off the end of it. Go. That's disposable. Just going to wipe my desk down because there's glitter bits everywhere and I don't want them in my photos. So these are amazing. I use the Cif wipes, and obviously they're antibacterial as well. So even when I've just, like, when I'm doing a set of nails and I've filed or whatever, I still wipe down with a wipe because, you know, you get bits of dust everywhere. But I just wanted to wipe this down because I wanted to use my mat for taking a picture. Right, then, said Fred. So, okay, finish that. I'm quite pleased with them. I'd do something differently with the stamping probably next time, but yeah. That's that. So thank you for watching. I'll be back again when I'm playing with some more nails. Hope you like them. Yeah, bye.